Aqua gang in this thing. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aqua gang, my Aquarius soul family. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy I found you guys. You guys are my family. I'm doing great. If you can't tell, Holy Angels and Spirit guys give us exactly what we need to know in reference to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. These messages, of course, are general, okay? So take what resonates with you and leave the rest for whoever else is here for. Same goes for you cross watchers. All right, you are welcome here. Just place yourself where you belong in the storylines. And whatever doesn't resonate, just leave it. Just leave it alone. Don't force shit to fit. Okay? That's how it goes over here. Now, before we get into this fuckery, foolery, stupidry. Y'all know I make our words. Take a moment and click that like button, okay? As well as the subscribe button if you want to make it official, become a part of the team, a part of the gang. You may want to also click that notification bell, smash that thing, okay? If you want to be notified when I upload on the channel, okay? So, dun, dun, dun. I feel like anytime we do these kind of messages, it's always like a suspenseful type of aura or energy. I don't get that it's coming from your end. I don't know what you've been doing over there, but I feel like you're quite all right. So either this is not someone who you are still tied to emotionally, or this is someone who you are currently detaching from. You're like, nah, right? It is what it is on your end type of energy. Now you can correct me if I'm wrong. And if you do still have ties to this, then it may have been this person's energy, but I don't get that for the majority of you, okay? Let's go over the cards that have come out first. Very first card out. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. This is someone who is possibly tossing and turning, baby. Tossing and turning at nighttime. Can't sleep, baby. They cannot sleep. Might be a few little nightmares. I don't know. Or maybe they're just having insomnia. I have no idea. First card out, Ten of Cups. Okay. Ideally, in any other positioning, okay, and if I was hearing anything else intuitively, then this is not such a bad card. This does signify hope, okay? High hopes, wishes, dreams coming to fruition, right? I don't get that. I feel like this is how you showed up initially, you guys, okay? No matter the extent of the connection that you've had with this person, whether it was for a few weeks, a few months, or a few years or more, it's like they pegged you as this very sweet person, this very forgiving energy, this never-ending wishing well. This is what it's giving. You know what this looks like for me? I've never viewed this card like this before, but at this juncture, you know, in the mall, when you have those wishing wells, where you throw a couple pennies in there, a couple, a little few coins, you make your wish. That's what this looks like. And I feel like this person felt very lucky in this connection to have had so many chances with you, for some of you, okay? To have had so many opportunities to come back from some bullshit that they did, okay, or didn't do. It's like they had the ability just to continue throwing coins into that well, and the wishes would just be granted, or the happiness would be fulfilled. It would be fulfillment, contentment. This figure, they're pointing this out as this person's energy, okay? This is somebody who is, what is the phrasing? Okay, I want to be very careful, they said. This is a person who has their self-interest as top priority, okay? So this Ten of Cups doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the energy and the connection between the two of you, but the energy that they were feeling. And that's all that mattered to this person. So if you are still dealing with this individual, okay, their happiness is at the forefront of things in their mind. You do, and you did make them very happy. And there's more. Now, you might disagree with me, you might deny this, but this is what's coming out. So either it's your reading or it's not. There's a little bit of passivity on your end, you guys, okay? I feel like you weren't regulating with this person. You may have turned a little bit sweet, and that's okay. Maybe you opened up to this person. Maybe you felt vulnerable. Maybe you felt like, you just put yourself out there for once, right? You took a risk, risky. And I feel like you may have came off as someone who didn't need much. Or maybe you just did not have conversations about what you needed in this connection up front. There's something here about you sitting back and allowing things to happen possibly. And now you're no longer standing for it. So they might not really understand where you're coming from because they had already like pegged you as a certain type. That's what I'm hearing. Hey, I just want to be your co-star. This is the energy that this person viewed you as. This is their thoughts, you guys, okay? Now, we also have chaser, disagreements, and timing issues. Now, I don't feel like you ever chased this person, but I feel like whatever ways in this connection that you would have been passive, allowed them to get away with certain stuff, not speak up at certain junctures where you would have been able to assert your power or assert your wants, your needs, your desires, your standards. Sitting back made this person feel as though you were prime time for the picking, okay? Because they do want somebody who's going to play the back seat, who's going to allow them to shine, even though they have no lighting, okay? They ain't paying no light bill, they ain't paying no electricity, nothing. They in the dark. But for some reason, you illuminated this person, so they really like that. They like to feed off of that. So they want him to point me back to this. This figure looks extremely joyous, right? Like been eating good, living good, feeling good, you know what I'm saying? This is the energy that this person wants to resonate in this connection without necessarily having to pay for anything or do any work for it. They kind of just want to show up this way and things be the 10 of cups. That's heavy because I feel like you would have had to provide all 10 of those cups on your own. And for some of you, you may have actually done that. Yeah, I feel like you allowed this person to play the front at times. All right, this is not a judgment, okay, towards what you would have been feeling intuitively to do in this connection, but you've learned some tough lessons. Yeah, they're giving me an image of this person skating. Right? Like they, mama, I got into the Olympics because you let them slide once. Now this motherfucker is figure skating all over this bitch. Sit down. Tell your person to sit down. Now, in this disagreements card, it says, I wish I understood how you feel. This is why they're not understanding, because they were able to do certain things before. So why can't they do it now? Why can't they do it now? Why aren't you doing it now? They don't understand. So this person is trying to understand. They are. I feel like even if you explained it to them, they don't quite get it because of the way that you showed up initially. So for some of you, you do understand this. You understand that you may have created a bit of a monster, a bit of a brat. Somebody who is now difficult to get out of these patterns. Okay, this person has become a creature of habit is what they're saying. In this chaser card, it says, I don't want to chase anymore. Now, that card kind of pissed me off, okay? Let me just explain. So this, hey, I want to be your co-star goes right next to this 10 of cups. So you made this person feel very good. You made them feel like there was more than enough abundance, that they could sip from every single cup and there would be refills and that it was just overflowing. They can get fat, jolly, and happy whenever they want to. Okay, they can make wishes and boom, kaboom, abracadabra. You would make it happen. That's what they felt, at least. This is all the energy that's going on in their mind. So there is a bit of withdrawal. If you have taken this away from them or if you have stopped doing whatever you were doing, they are having withdrawals, like an addict. Now, the reason why I got upset with this chaser card, it says I don't want to chase anymore because this gives me the energy. Now, you know, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, sit your ass down. Sir, you know you ain't did shit in this relationship. Don't lie. You know you ain't did shit in this relationship. Why is you lying? So this gives me the energy of somebody who will play in your face, who will say that they did something and they know they didn't do it just to see if you'll believe them. And it's like, do you think I'm dumb, motherfucker? I'm not dumb. I was in this relationship just like you. We both know the truth. It's like they'll try it though. Chase, you didn't even show up half the time, let alone chase, bitch. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't like that. So I don't know if this is a habit of this person's, right? To kind of like I said, play in your face, throw things out there, which are lies, just to see if people can remember the past, right? They try to get away with lies. Now, if you call them out on this, they won't necessarily say, oh, okay, you got me. They might do something dramatic, like start crying or start yelling or start arguing with you, right? In order to deflect from the fact that they just got caught in a lie. These are the only tactics that they know, is what I'm hearing. Okay, we have time, so I'm afraid it's too late to take action. This is somebody who is pegging you as someone who is off in a distance, far away, a great deal of distance between the two of you. Like I said, they're going through certain withdrawals. Here's the issue. This is not someone who wants to bring things back together for the sake of coming with their half of the 10 of cups. They're not coming with 5 and expecting you to have the other 5. They kind of just want things to just fall right back in place. They want to be able to put, a penny or two. All right, go to a molder and get them to, melt down a penny so they could just put in half a penny at a time and be able to save up, the little bit that they do got so that they can just continuously come to your well and get what they need. This is absurd. This is absurdity. I just want to be your co-star. So I would love to know the ways in which you may have shown up in this connection where you may have neglected your own wants or neglected your desire to speak up for yourself. You played the background when you really are a main character. You are main character energy, baby. Okay? Full force, full steam ahead. Something about this person had you real sweet on them. Okay? Now that might not have lasted very long, but it did happen. So they kind of wrote it off in their book as this is unconditional love. I can get away with whatever I want in this relationship, and then I can come back and that well will be there and it will never run dry. Why am I hearing boys to men? Let's not wait till the water runs dry. Okay? We might watch our whole lives pass us by. They might start serenading you. I don't know. I don't care if they can sing or not. They might start sending you playlists of love songs, sappy, sad love songs, or they may start sending you, YouTube videos of certain songs and right? This will be with the attempt to not get into an argument with you because they do know that they're skating on thin ice at this point, right? They've been figure skating all over that bitch this whole time. And the ice is melting. You're about fed up with this bitch, if not already. So they do know that they don't have so much wiggle room to start skating. This ice is very thin. You can fall right through that bitch and drown. So they're trying to be extra careful. They are. But I feel like they can't detach. They can't reconcile in their mind how it went from the 10 of cups, which in their mind is like unconditional love. I could do whatever I want. We're always going to be together, right? This undeniable attraction and or magnetism between the two of you, that would never go away. And that if they don't turn back around and try to make things right, that you would come towards them. Did you extend a couple of olive branches in the past, trying to reconcile? This is before you were fed up. If that's your portion of the story, you would have only extended an olive branch before you've gotten to this point. This feels like something has gone on, something has happened where it is the straw that broke the camel's back, baby. It is broken. They're still trying to have hope that they can go to their local Home Depot, go to their local Lowe's, improvement store and buy some materials to put this shit back together. Some Gorilla Glue or some shit, I don't know. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. So I do feel like this person is a little bit frightened about how you will respond to their advances, okay? Cupid's arrow, right? They're trying to have faith. There's hesitation, however, though. It says it right there. They do want to do something to surprise you, a little bit of sprinkle, not razzle dazzle, okay? This is not somebody who's trying to come out of pocket for a lot of money. They're not trying to do a whole bunch out of their way, a whole bunch of effort. They're trying to do as little minimum as possible that they can to get you back right here with it, right here. They got a new script for you. Lightning. I don't know how long you've known this person or how long this connection has gone on. But you've had an epiphany. You've had a certain sudden shift for some of you in reference to your future. You're future focused, and maybe you can't reconcile in your mind how this is going to work for the long haul. You're tired. Okay, you might be burnt out. You might feel like the relationship shouldn't have to be this much work. Why do I have to show up with all 10 cups? What is this, right? Like, I want a partnership. I want somebody who's going to show up and do their half, and we can come together, and that's boss ass shit. That's how you build an empire. You're on that type of game. That will surprise this individual, because for some odd reason, they definitely felt like this was unconditional love, meaning there are no conditions. There's nothing that they could do. There's nothing that they could say. There's nothing that can be done by them that will ever make you take even one of those 10 of the cups away. They might be trying to be a little bit realistic in their mind. I am not laughing. No, I'm not laughing. They might try to be a little bit realistic in their mind and say, okay, if Aquarius is not going to give me all 10 of the cups, then maybe they'll at least give me the 9 of cups, which is still wish fulfillment. Let's keep that very clear. And then all I have to do is come towards them with 1. It's still that energy of wanting to do as little as possible for the most. Maybe it'll just be talk. Maybe it might not be anything tangible, okay? Anything that they do physically, okay? To show up for you, plan anything. There's really minimal effort going on here so far. I have to be very honest with that. So that soulmates card is them kind of like tapping into your language there. Possibly trying to see if that will tug at your heartstrings, okay, and get you to realize the error of your ways, get you back in line. They feel like you are out of pocket. You're not playing your role. There's no way I should. This is their words, not me. In their mind, there's no way that they should be thinking this much about you. There's no way that they should be putting this much time and energy and thought into this connection. That's what you're supposed to be doing, not them. They feel like they're the main character, you see. So you're getting too much airtime, too much screen time. They don't like that. And if you're getting attention by other people, they hate that even more. Even more. They hate that. In their mind, they don't view you as somebody who is transformed. So if you're seeing someone else, okay, if you've gotten serious with someone else, or even if you're just chilling, this might be something that is going on in their mind. Because if you're not with me, then you're obviously chasing someone else, or someone else is getting this 10 of cups. But I feel like the way that you showed up in this connection, you will never do that again. You've learned some form of a lesson, a tough one for sure, to where you now recognize how you need to show up and vet people. You know what's at your table. You're no longer showing up with the whole buffet. Fuck that. Fuck that, bitch. You get appetizers from now on. These motherfuckers get appetizers from now on. They do not get the whole buffet. But in this person's mind, if you showed up to them with all 10 cups, then surely you're doing that with the next person. And they deem that as unacceptable behavior. You're like, girl, who gives a fuck about what they think? I'm just saying this is what's coming out. If you love me, you wouldn't leave me. We have love here now twice. Dare I say, this person really tries to play up on those emotions. They do. They try to play the emotional heartstrings game. Whether you have emotions for them or not, this might be a story that they're trying to tell themselves. So we have beauty queen here. So you may have found this person extremely attractive in some form or fashion. And this is what may have had you create a story in your head. Don't beat me up because that's what they say, y'all. Now, don't get down in them comments and try to beat me up. There's some sort of illusion in your mind in reference to why you would believe that they deserved this before proving that they deserved it. And then when they started sipping from this very pure well of abundance, growth, love, that thing is thangin', You just snatched it away. I'm sorry. Dare I say, for some of you, they have tried to start anew. But nobody is something about that well that they were sipping from. Something about that. Something about the way you talk to them. Something about the way you look at them. Something about the way you make them feel. It's not resonating anywhere else. And that would be the only reason why they're spending this much time on cultivating a plan, a solution, right? Trying to make things right. Because this person is so wrapped up in themselves that they would never do this with anyone else. Let's just be very clear. And don't feel special because of that. You're like, girl, I don't. Got it. Yeah, they would never spend this much time. It's the addiction. This addiction has them acting out of character. What's normal for this person's character? To move the fuck on. To get up under someone else. To get on top of someone else. Can't quite do that, can you? Can you? Ma'am, sir, brothers, can you? I know you tried. Thing ain't thingin' the same, ain't it? It ain't. Okay? So this person is extremely bold to still be thinking in the same way that they were when the two of you first connected, and you still had a bit of hope for who they might be, who they may turn out to be, their potential. Whatever made you do that 10 of Cups. Okay? You're not there anymore, or you won't be. Keep in mind that tarot is fluid, okay? What that means is this could be something predictive of the future, something current, or something that's happened in the past. Either way it goes, please be expecting a resurgence. I almost feel like this person has been looking at their watch, waiting for you to call them, waiting for you to text them, waiting for you to reach out to them, because in their mind they are the main character and you're just a co-star. But I feel like you only did that because of how you were feeling for this person at that time. You don't feel like that anymore. So you're stepping into your own main character energy, and that's going to be very different for this person to experience if they ever get the chance. If they ever get the chance to get past your security, okay? All right, you might treat them like every other groupie. They're definitely that's going to be a shocker. I'm sorry. Yeah, that will be the shocker of a lifetime. They will, this will be shocking news for this person. If you start treating them like everybody else, like a regular random bitch on the street, like a regular random dude on the street. How? They just don't know how that would, they don't even know that that's going to happen. You see how they're moving? This is why it might hit them, mollywop them right out of nowhere. Oh my gosh, right? They're almost going to feel like their eyes are deceiving them. Surely this is not my babe. This is not bae. Surely this ain't my little snickerdoodle. Treat me like every random out there. I'm showing up a little bit, which is a lot for me, and they're asking for more. Surely this is not my honey bunches of oats. Who is this bitch? Who are you? They're also going to be quite jealous if you're giving other people attention. Okay, more attention than you're giving them. For those of you who give them any attention at all, take it how it resonates. And on the flip side of that, they're going to be annoyed that they have to give you so much attention. Okay, if you still see anything with this person, even for those of you who are just being a bit of a savage, like, I'm going to play with you the same way you play with me, bitch. You want to play? Somebody ring the bell for recess, ho. It's recess. We can play all day. Ho. Woo! Yeah. They're going to get quite annoyed, pretty up in arms at your request to give you so much attention, They're going to feel like, why am I giving Aquarius so much attention now? This is not how it was before. What is happening here? I said I miss you. That should be the end, it all be all. We're back together, bitch. We were never apart. Like, what? What do you mean I have to plan a date? No. Let's just Netflix and chill, okay? You cook, I'll come over. How about that? You guys, I'm a little bit disgusted, okay? I'm a little bit disgusted. Busted and disgusted at this energy. I really am. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I feel like you might have played yourself just a little bit, y'all. Just a little bit. Don't get mad at me. They never would have deserved this 10 of cups, you guys, okay? That's a lot that you were pouring in. You were giving this person your all. You showed up full force, full throttle. You went all in. You ain't just put two little cups in there because you thought that they were your soulmate. Nah, bitch, you put all 10 of them cups in that thing. And now they got the shakes. So please don't be surprised that they're coming back. They are. The ego is massive, okay? It's like the size of a galaxy. Now, sorry. They don't know how you're going to react. So if you have not heard from this person yet, they are just kind of sitting back in the wings, trying to get a feel. A little bit of a feel for things. Are you seeing a new bitch? Are you seeing a new dude? Like, what are you doing? Are you seeing anybody? Or are you still living in the same city? Do you still live in the same apartment, house? Do you still drive the same car? Like, are you upgrading? Are you leveling up? This is the type of person who looks at everything. Okay, now I'm getting a little bit upset. This is the type of person who will look at all the ins and outs and details of your life, and in their mind is a cash register. So when you show up to a date with this person for the first time, they're looking at what you're wearing, your shoes. Do you got your haircut? Do you got a new hairstyle? How do you have your nails done? Do all your nails have designs on them, or just these two? Okay, because that determines how much you cost. Okay, how much energy or effort or money they're gonna have to spend in order to attain you. What kind of car do you drive? What kind of car do your homeboys drive? Okay? What kind of neighborhood did you grow up in? These are all like, they look at little, small, minute details to determine a person's worth. And based on what comes up in that cash register, that's how they treat you. But I feel like you didn't give this person a lot. You showed up with a lot. You showed up giving them a lot rather than sitting back and just allowing them to observe or show up. But I feel like they're getting a good bird's eye view now. I don't know what you're doing. Something about what you're doing now is allowing this person to see like, oh, damn, that's why shit fell apart. Or that's why Aquarius is acting like this, because they're a little bit more expensive than what I tallied up. And boom, we have a resurgence. And I'm not saying that you're going to deal with this or dabble in this. You just need to make yourself aware. Okay? Make yourself fully aware. Let's pull a little bit more here. We will have new love in the extended because we have this soulmates card here. And I feel like the old is here, which is this camera card. So the old is reminiscing. They're thinking about you. They may be pulling on you energetically. If you're not still engaging with this person, you may have random thoughts about them. They are spying if necessary. Okay. If you are on social media, then they're spying, but not from, it's like dummy accounts that they're using. Okay. Or by way of a family member's account. So if you start getting, friend requests, okay, follow requests from strangers, it's not a stranger. It's not. And not. Whoever this new person is that you're going towards, there is a spiritual connection here. I don't get that it's a karmic soulmate. I feel like this was your lesson prior to meeting this newer person. And this person is showing up with their end of the deal. They're showing up with their end. It's a connection that you can actually grow in. This connection would have never been able to grow only because the trajectory in which you feel yourself going, if you are dealing with someone, then they would need to be a partner. Otherwise, you can go it alone out this bitch. You're still going to elevate. You're still going to get to where you're going. But having a partner who is not adding anything, or having someone in your life, having a connection where they're not a partner, they're not adding anything, would stagnate you. It would be like anchoring you to the same situation. It's heavy. It's too heavy for you to accelerate, because then you're carrying someone else who is not carrying their own weight. Big lesson. Big lesson. For some of you, you may have been unsure because you did have feelings for this person. That's only for some of you. Don't get down in them comments cursing me out. Girl, I love them. Girl, this ain't love. Girl, fuck them. Baby, fuck them. Okay. Take it only if it resonates. But love is here twice. So there were emotions here. 10 of Cups is what you showed up as. That's emotion straight out the gate. And that's very out of character for an Aquarius. I'm just saying. Ain't no crock pot here or nothing. Okay, this is like microwavable love or some shit. Done in 5 seconds. So you felt something for this person rather quickly. You may feel like you got bamboozled. And for some of you, prior to getting out of this, or if you're still in this, it's like some unsurety, like, okay, well, I've invested in this. Do I move forward elsewhere and, you know, just take this loss, take the loss of the resources that I placed into this and just expect that I have to rebuild that, recalibrate that, re-add that myself, refill my own fucking cup and move forward? Or do I try to get the fuck out of this, what I put in this bitch? We have chemistry. That's in the reverse. So there may have been a lot of chemistry and then something quickly turned you off. And I mean like off in the worst way. Like it's like a disdain. Okay. They give you a nasty taste in your mouth. Right? Yeah. Even a conversation is like, it gags you. Like, ugh. I can't believe I thought you were fine. Why? That's what I heard. Okay, we have soulmate here again. So there are 2 individuals here. You guys, one old, one new. One is playing games. Okay, one is playing. Make no mistakes about that. See, and one is the truth. So please be careful. You need to trust your intuition to guide you. All right. I feel like for some of you is playing with fire, trying to get out of the connection that you got. So the connection from your past in which you did not get anything out of it, you may be playing with fire, trying to get a return on that investment prior to moving forward. I'm just saying, when we do have an actual soulmate that's right for the picking, all right? It says, yes, this is your soulmate. This soulmates card from the other deck just says soul connection. Okay? It does say partnership here, but it also says like agreement. And what I get from agreement is like compromise. So what we have here is someone that you felt the 10 of Cups for because it is a soulmate. But the lesson that you needed to learn here is the 10 of Cups should never come out. Never until it is earned. This is not the situation that in which you should trust somebody until they make themselves untrustworthy. No, fuck no. So I feel like that's something that you are learning. Okay. And you're showing up to all of your other connections with appetizers. Like, fuck out of here. You ain't no main course, bitch. You better go to your mama house and get a snack. I just saw 333. Okay, let's go over to the extended. We're going to wrap this old thing up with a cute little bow. We already have new love showing up, so period. Okay, let's first see with this old energy. What is their greatest fear and what are their hopes for the future of this connection? How are they viewing things currently? Just in case we're looking at older energy, that will also signify if there have been any forms of transformation on their end. So we did get transformative energy coming out, but I felt that more from your end. So we will delve in to see if they have started any forms of transforming for those of you who care. All right. I also want to know what changes in transformative energy specifically have been made. Okay. What karma are they unaware of that they are set to face in the near future? For those of you who are still engaging with this person or who will be engaging with this person in the future, that's going to be important because you are going to be in the direct line of fire of whatever karmic debt they're being led to pay. We're also going to look at their next steps and their purest intentions so you can fully prepare yourself for this shit. All right. And then we'll look at the potential outcome of things, whether you decide to re-engage with this or go in the opposite direction. There's no judgment. I'm going to look at both. I also want to get advice from spirit before we move on to new love in reference to how you can show up for yourself energetically, protecting yourself moving forward. No more with that 10 of Cups. No more with showing your whole hand. What do they suggest you do to protect yourself energetically to ensure that you are vetting people properly and you're able to see toxicity before it even meets you at your doorstep? This will be the case where you're able to discern people's characters before you ever let them into your energy field. Okay, it's a source of protection. I need to know how they would suggest you instill that into yourself prior to moving forward, as you may have multiple options in new love, but there's one in particular that we should be looking at. Okay, so we'll get right into new love. Who's coming towards you? Only the good, only the new. Why are they single? According to them and God, okay, and the divine, according to both. Let's see if they lying. So we're gonna see what they say, let's see what the divine say, and let's see what they exes say. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's also see what the sexiest qualities about this individual will be to you. What are their best characteristics? What are they like in relationships? What would a life with this person look like if you decided to invest? That'll give you an idea of if you are dealing with a person's mask. Okay, are they gonna change like this person from the past? Yeah, we need to know that. And then we'll look at the best possible outcome of the new love. Is it moving into union, or what is the potential for union in the near future? Lastly, we will get advice from your spirit guides and the divine in reference to how they suggest you should bring in the manifestations of your heart's desires, materialize those before your eyes in the least amount of time. Okay, but first, click that like button and the subscribe button. All right, and the notification bell. Okay, link down below is my Instagram as well as my second channel, as well as the extended reading link. And I'm going to see y'all over there. Let's go.